Okay, hi Nihal. So this is, can you just introduce yourself to me?
Ma'am, my name is Nihal and I completed my graduation from Delhi University in the year 2016, and I completed my post-graduation in 2018. And when I was in my final year of post-graduation, I qualified NET in my first attempt, and right now I'm pursuing my PhD.
Okay. So what are your the score area in PhD?
Ma'am, the title of my PhD is GJK and Ideas of Violence in the Select Works of Richard Flanagan. So I'm basically covering the novels of Richard Flanagan. So my area of interest is particularly novels.
Okay, you write the novels and all that. Can you just tell me the difference between prose and novel?
Yes, ma'am. Prose can be anything, like a simple piece of writing, maybe essay, articles, anything can be prose. But when we talk about novels, novel is something that is that is a longer form of story. You know, you have to cover so many details. But in short stories, I should say in articles or essays, not many things are covered. Novel is like a comprehensive form, like a in simple word I can say longer form of story.
Okay. So can you just tell me how good are you in grammatical skills and articles and all that?
You know, like I belong to literature field, so my grammar is not very good, but I still think I'm good in grammar, like I have the basic ideas.
Let me ask you a very generic question first, right? Related to articles and all that. You know, like what are
Yes,
the types of articles we have?
yes, ma'am, there are two types of articles, like definite articles and indefinite articles. Indefinite articles, a the is used, but in indefinite article a and n is there.
Okay, if I want to check it out, like what is the rule where you can say planets is used, like any planet you take it, Earth, Moon, right? So, sorry, Earth
Yes,
is there, Mars is there, Jupiter is there. So, what will you use with this? Which
yes.
article will you use?
Yes, ma'am. Here, the will be used by because we are pointing to some particular thing.
And what about Sun, Moon, the stars we have?
Same. The will be used
Are you sure?
because we here we are specifically pointing at some thing, some object.
Okay, are you sure about it?
I think, ma'am, none of the article will be used. My best guess is the will be used, but I'm confused. I
Okay, so you
don't
don't
think
know,
any
right?
article will be used. Yeah, I am little bit confused.
Right. Okay, so you know the type of
But my
sentences we
guess
have?
is the
The okay.
yes, ma'am. There are basically three type of sentences: simple sentence, compound sentence, complex sentence. In simple sentence, there is just one independent clause. In compound sentence, there are two independent clauses, which is adjoined by a conjunction like and, or, but, etc. But in complex sentence, there is one independent clause and one or more dependent clause can be there.
What is the difference between essay and paragraph?
Okay. Uh, essay, a paragraph is a essay can be a multiple paragraph. Essay can be of multiple paragraphs. But a paragraph is something like we have to cover. I should say it's a short piece of writing. When we say paragraph, it's a shorter piece of writing. But essay is like we have to we have to put every detail, whatever the topic is given to us, we have to give every detail, every idea that is aligned with the topic, and we should cover most of the things in essay. But in paragraph, it is not possible.
You could not comprehend the basic structure, Nihal. Okay. What is the difference between ballads and sonnets?
uh, okay, sonnets come from Italy. It's a 14 line stanza, and ballads are songs.
Ballads are songs?
Yes, ballads are a form of song that is usually that is usually sung at happy occasions.
So what is odd? What do you mean by odd and elegy then?
Okay, elegy is usually written on the death of the person. It's a way to celebrate the death of the person. But the next word you asked ode, right? Ode and elegy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, elegy is usually written at the death of the person, but such is not the case with ode. Or ode can be also written in happy occasions, like we can write ode or we can sing ode at any time. But elegy is usually associated with the death of the person.
Okay. Can you just tell me the voice of thank you?
I did not listen, ma'am. Can you please repeat?
Voice of thank you.
Wife of thank you.
Voice.
Okay, voice. You are asking about voice.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there are two type of voices, active and passive.
No. Voice of thank you. Thank you ki voice karo.
Okay, I am not understanding, ma'am. Can you
You
please
heard the word
clarify?
thank you? Thank you. We
Yes,
speak
ma'am.
thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Speak it in a voice form. If you have to form the voice of thank you, passive voice of thank you, what it will be?
Uh, it cannot be converted into passive voice because we need subject and object. These
So
are the
what
basic.
about the some sentences where no object is present? Like if I give you the thief was arrested.
We cannot convert. Objects have to be there. Here, subject is there, verb is there, but object is not there.
Okay. Nihal, tell me the meaning of what do you mean by the meaning, the person who studies dictionary?
The person who studies dictionary.
Yeah, what it is called, study of dictionary. Okay, what is the difference between narrator and protagonist?
Ma'am, narrator is someone who can be present in the story or can be absent from the story. But a protagonist is usually the main character of the story in which the entire story revolves. Sometimes in some novels there are two narrators also. Narrator can be more than one.
Okay. In punctuation, you might have word the intonation. What is intonation?
Ma'am, intonation is basically we can say the rise and fall in the voice while we speak is known
Mm-hmm.
as intonation. It's basically the rise and fall, like study of rise and fall in the voice, human voice. That can be called as intonation.
Okay. One more thing I would like to ask you, Nihal. Why you want to go for this teaching profession? Like why you got interested?
Ma'am, right from my graduation days, I was too much inclined in English literature, and after completing my graduation, I got guidance from some professors, and I understood this field, and this was the field that attracted me the most. Other than teaching, I haven't filled any form of any other exam. After graduation, I had too much interest in English, and I wanted to be associated with English. And I love English as a reader also. And I also love this profession. When I teach my students, when I teach people in my class, I feel so glad. Like I never think I'm working in this profession. I'm just enjoying this profession.
Okay. See, Nihal, I could ask you a number of questions, but right now I don't think so you're prepared because you answered normally all the questions wrong till now. Okay. I'll tell you
Okay.
why and how. First is I gave you the option between planets and this the stars and all that, the article portion. Okay. You
Yes,
gave me
yes,
the
ma'am.
right definition that what is definite article, what is indefinite article. But you told me
Yes,
wrong that with the planets we don't use anything. With moon and you can say the stars and sun, we use the article the. Okay. That is a very
yes,
common error. Okay. Second is
yes,
when
ma'am.
I told you about this essay and paragraph, you will say that paragraph only consists of one para. Essay is made up of number of paragraphs which are combined together, and essay has got its own structure. First is the introduction part, last is the conclusion part, and in between is the middle part. You have to tell
Yes.
about the structure, how to differentiate, because when you will be teaching in the exams and all that, they won't give you any kind of a essay or paragraph. They will just check you like, what do you even know about the construction of it or no? Okay,
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
that is
Yes,
wrong.
ma'am.
Then in ballads and sonnets, you look, ballads are the dramatic, these are the plays which are sung and they are told. That is a ballad. Okay, so that was not
Yes,
the
ma'am.
right definition. Always you can say it is in the praise of something and all that. It's a kind of a dramatic play which is
Yes.
sung, or you can say which is told in the form of song. So you should be aware about these basic definition: ballads, sonnets, odes, elegy, epitaph, epigram, right? So they're the very basic terminologies which are asked like in a very normal interview of literature. You come from a
Yes.
literature background, okay? So you
Yes,
might
ma'am.
have that book also, I think, M.H. Abrams.
Yes, I have MH Abrams.
You have, na? So some of the
Yeah.
words, I don't say you have to go through all the words. There are hardly 15, 20 words which are very important. Okay.
Okay.
All the
Okay.
words are not asked and they would never
Okay.
be asked.
Okay.
Okay.
Ballad,
Just go for,
odes, elegy.
yeah, odes, elegy, then it's your ballads, then it's your sonnets, then it's your drama, then it's your narratives, then your protagonist. So these all the words you need
Okay.
to prepare. Okay. So prepare it nicely. First,
Okay.
next is like, if you're not aware about anything, don't bluff your answers. ओके,
Okay.
लाइक सपोज यू वर नॉट अवेयर मैम प्लैनेट्स में क्या आएगा, स्टार्स में क्या आएगा, तो गलत आंसर मत दो. यू टेल देम, फर्स्ट टेक अ पॉज ऑफ 10 सेकंड्स, सोचो और फिर द थीफ वाज अरेस्टेड. हम खुद से
Right.
लगाते हैं इनवॉइस, वी गो पुलिस अरेस्टेड द थीफ. वी ऑलवेज, अगर जो नहीं होता, लेट मी थैंक यू, लेट इट बी डन, तो हम लेट लगाते हैं. वॉइस, आई डोंट थिंक सो आपको रूल्स अभी रिमेंबर हैं वॉइस के, है ना? वो थोड़ा सा आपको देखना पड़ेगा कि अपनी तरफ से आपको कुछ लगाना पड़ता है. There are many sentences where the subject is not given. These are the miscellaneous sentences.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. अब मैं simple
Yes.
sentence में आपको बोल सकती हूँ. The police arrested the thief.
Yes.
So the
Yes.
thief was arrested by the police. अब मैंने बोल दिया the thief was arrested by police, तो अपनी तरफ से लगाओगे ना इसको.
Okay.
जब इसको
Okay.
कन्वर्ट करोगे तो सब्जेक्ट अपनी तरफ से लगता है, तो
Yes.
वो भी
Yes. Okay.
प्रिपेयर नहीं है अभी. ठीक है. अभी आप क्या, see, there are many things which you need to prepare right now. Prose हो
Okay.
गया, novel हो गया, है ना? Prose is a basic manner of writing it out. So anything can be called as a prose. Novels is a piece of writing where you have a demarcations, कि long essays, or you can say there's a kind of a storytelling. ठीक है?
Yes. Yes.
And it
Yes.
is always having some of the bibliographies. क्या होता है? क्योंकि आप thesis, PhD background से हो, आपको तो पता
Yes.
होना चाहिए सब कुछ ये चीजें क्या है. ठीक है?
Right.
And
Right, ma'am.
my last was like, why you want to go for teaching? So you could say, ma'am, I have a passion in teaching, and I always wanted to go for teaching because I
Yeah.
think teaching is the only profession where you go and deal with the young bloods.
Yes.
Obviously, human resources के साथ, living human resources के साथ deal करते हो आप. And I
Yes, ma'am.
want to give my knowledge. और अगर मैं teaching में हूँ तो मैं रोज कुछ पढ़ूंगा, रोज कुछ सीखूंगा.
Yes.
I
Yes.
want to increase my domain, right?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
तो इस अभी ना पहले थोड़ा सा I wanted you come prepared.
Okay. Okay.
ओके, हैव अ डे
Okay.
लाइक कल का आएगा. अभी जैसे मैंने बेसिक से क्वेश्चंस पूछे हैं बीच बीच में निकाल निकाल के, जस्ट टू चेक द ओवरव्यू कि आपको अभी कितना आता है. मैंने अभी कोई
Yes, ma'am.
टॉपिक नहीं उठाया. आई डिडंट आस्क एनीथिंग फ्रॉम, यू कैन से, प्रोनाउंसिएशंस, लेक्सिस, लेक्सोग्राफी, बहुत कुछ है अभी टर्म्स, तो अभी बहुत
Yes.
सिलेबस में है. तो मैंने
Yes.
जनरिक सा देखा है टू चेक आउट लाइक हाउ मच यू नो और नॉट. अभी आई वांट डीमोरलाइज, यू हैव टाइम, यू हैव 1 वीक, राइट?
Yes.
तो थोड़ा थोड़ा
Yes, ma'am.
प्रैक्टिस करना शुरू करो उसको. अपना फेवरेट ऑथर और पोइट वो प्रिपेयर करना है. ये वाले पार्ट्स भी वॉइस पढ़ के आओ थोड़ी सी. ठीक है?
Yes, ma'am.
वॉइस हो
Yes, ma'am.
गया, नरेशन हो गया, ये वाला पास्ट टेंसेस, ये चीजें कल तक प्रिपेयर कराना.
Ma'am, what will be the passive voice of thank you?
लेट मी थैंक यू, इट कैन बी और इट कैन नॉट बी. तो दोनों टाइप्स पे आ जाता है. ठीक है? तो लेट मी थैंक यू हो सकता है, अदरवाइज थैंक यू रिमेन्स मैम थैंक यू ओनली. ठीक है? ये तो मैंने जस्ट आपको एक ब्लफ, एक कंफ्यूज करने के लिए दिया था क्वेश्चन. मेन
Okay.
क्वेश्चन
Okay.
वाज द थीफ वाज अरेस्टेड. ठीक है? सो
Yes.
पुलिस अरेस्टेड द थीफ, तो वो आ जाते हैं. आई जस्ट वांटेड टू चेक कि हाउ यू आर स्ट्रांग. जैसे मैं पूछूं कि निहाल, व्हाट इज, इफ आई गिव यू अ सेंटेंस, द girl is dancing, okay, and you have to
Yes.
convert it in future continuous sentence, future continuous tense. So what you will tell? Sorry,
The girl,
future perfect continuous tense.
future perfect continuous tense.
Yeah,
The girl has been dancing for the last 2 hours.
future perfect continuous does not exist. You should be aware. वो होता ही नहीं है. वो जस्ट चेक करते हैं कि आपको पता भी है ये चीज की, ये तो होता ही नहीं है. फ्यूचर परफेक्ट कॉन्टिन्यूस टेंस नहीं होता, एग्जिस्ट नहीं करता, ठीक है।
ओके
तो
ओके
फ्यूचर में रहता ही यही चाहता है, तो टेंसेस पढ़ के आओ। टेंसेस, नरेशन, वॉइस, ये 3 चीजें कल के लिए पढ़ के आ जाओ। तभी बोलो ना पार्ट्स वाइज पढ़ो। अगर एक ही दिन बोलोगे कि मैम सब कुछ पूछ लो, मैं तो पूछ लूंगी, माय वर्क इज टू आस्क क्वेश्चंस, आई विल आस्क। पर उसमें क्या होगा, आपको चेक नहीं होगा कि मैं पढ़ के भी आया था और वो चीज आती भी है मुझे, अब नहीं आती,
ओके
ठीक है।
ओके
तो अभी कल के लिए जैसे खुद ही टॉपिक्स डिसाइड कर लो, आई गिव यू। मुझे कोई इशू नहीं है, मैं हर टॉपिक में से पूछ सकती हूँ, आई हैव प्लेंटी ऑफ क्वेश्चंस, राइट,
ओके ओके।
व्हिच
तो कल
एक्चुअली
के लिए
कम,
मैम
व्हिच
आई
आर
थिंक
आस्क्ड।
आई शुड कवर टेंस, वॉइस एंड नरेशन।
या टेंस, वॉइस एंड नरेशन एंड वन पैराग्राफ, लाइक पैराग्राफ और ऐसे, ये जो जनरिक क्वेश्चन है ना, इनकी डेफिनेशन जरूर देखना, ठीक है।
ओके
जैसे
ओके
और एक एरर की वीडियो है, तो टाइम मिले तो वो देखा ना, नहीं तो विल कीप इट फॉर मंडे। थोड़ा थोड़ा पार्ट पढ़ के आओ निहाल,
ओके
ठीक है।
ओके ओके।
सीक्वेंस में चलो, थोड़ा पढ़ के आओ, ऐसे मजा नहीं आएगा कि मैं क्वेश्चंस पूछी जाऊं, सारे आंसर गलत करोगे तो क्या ही फायदा,
यस मैम, राइट राइट। ओके
राइट। ओके,
ओके मैम।
चलो, ओके, ऑल द बेस्ट निहाल।
थैंक यू मैम।